So welcome to CLD call for today. Before we go into it, it's always good to be grateful. Can you share one thing that you're grateful for, either in CLD or outside CLD? Just share one thing you're grateful for. Anybody wants to go? Anybody wants to go? Anybody wants to go?
Do we speak or we should type? Which one?
What are you grateful? Anyone you want to do? You're already speaking. What I want to. What are you grateful for? Oh, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Nobody is grateful for anything. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Good afternoon, Textiles.
Good afternoon.
I thought someone was actually going to talk. That's why I was holding. That's why I was waiting.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot, but it's Doreen. A lot has happened, and I'm just grateful to God that I'm alive and healthy in some way.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank God. Thank God. Ibironke says, I'm grateful for receiving clarity by the day on purpose, on my purpose. Clarity for purpose. Hallelujah. All right, amazing.
Okay,
let's move.
Let me share.
Okay. Who's speaking? Chisom?
Yes, it's me.
All right, sure. Speak.
Okay, I'm grateful for the gifts of family and knowing that I have people that support and love me no matter what. I'm grateful for that.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank God. Thank God for that. All right. For me, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for Ibironke, Doreen, Chiso. The three of you that are on this call, I'm so grateful for you. All right, so let's start. Our values: trust the process, the framework works. Don't give up, no matter how hard it gets. Ask for help, we are here to help. Don't be afraid. Those who know their God would be fearless and will do exploits. Lastly, own your success. You are 100% responsible for everything that happens to you. So let's get into it. Chisom, you're first. Chisom says, I've outlined some objections that I've heard from people who didn't take my course, and I have a challenge, turn them into bonus ideas. I need some help with that. I would like some feedback on my mock-up title and 4-step framework. All right. I'll just as follows. Number one, I don't think my schedule will accommodate my taking the course. I'm busy. I don't have time. All right. So Chisom, this one is not really, for me, this is not really an objection that can turn into a bonus per se, because the person says that the person doesn't want to take your course.
Okay.
The person doesn't want to take your course. So what you might recommend to this person is a different type of product. Do you have a different type of product?
I have bundles. I have other bundle products.
This person doesn't want to watch videos. He said, I don't think my schedule can accommodate me taking the course. I'm busy. I don't have time. So what you may want to recommend to this kind of person is what will you recommend somebody? Do you have any product for somebody who does not have time?
Not really. Like a
Yeah.
product that is not video.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to create it. What I'm saying is that this person doesn't want to watch videos. So the person doesn't want to take a course.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not as if the person doesn't want to build lasting wealth. The person doesn't want to take a course. If you come to me and you tell me rocks for people that don't want to take a course, of course you don't want to take a course. So if you don't have, it's fine. You can decide whether you want to do that or not, and that's an option. But this person is not. How do I put it? The person doesn't want to take it. I don't know how to explain to you. The person doesn't want to take a course. Do you understand? And like people like that, they don't want to take course, an online course. The next one is it's too expensive. I don't have the money now. So anybody that is saying the course is too expensive, is that person your ideal client? You don't have money. The person your ideal client.
No.
Yeah. So next one, I'm not sure it will work for my type of business. Fantastic. Now this is an objection. I want to build lasting wealth, but I'm not sure. I want to build wealth, but I'm not sure it will work for my type of business. Now, what will you say to this type of person?
I would tell the person that the things I teach are not, that they apply irrespective of the particular business that you do.
Okay, three.
And
Okay, you will do it now. When are you coming?
Guys, please mute yourself, please. All right, continue.
that I've had
Continue.
people and that I've had people who do various different businesses take my course and still report success. So it's not specific for any particular business per se.
Something you can package as a bonus or as an additional training. What kind of business does the person do?
I think this particular person was running a service-based business.
Okay, and she's not sure how your course, lasting wealth, will help her in her business. Is your course a business course? Your course is not a business course now.
Yeah, it's not. It's a course that, of course, helps you. Your business growth is included in the outcomes that the course offers.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What do you
Is
mean
your
if it's
course
a
supposed to
business course?
Is your course helping people to grow their business?
It's teaching them how to build wealth in their business.
So what is wealth?
Steph, that question is multiple, is multi-headed. How do I answer what is wealth?
Because we need to get you. We need to get you to become clear because you're not clear. So that's why these questions I'm asking you is tough for you to answer because you're not clear. You're not clear. But we're gonna get there. What is wealth? What is wealth to you? Explain it to yourself. What is wealth to you?
Wealth is freedom.
What is freedom? Okay. What is freedom, Abby?
Mm-hmm.
Freedom from what?
Not freedom, not from, but freedom to build life on your own terms. Live your life on your own terms.
You see how, okay, build life on your own terms. You see how, well, this your course is not a business course. Do you see it now? You don't see it. You don't
Okay.
see it. You don't
So
see
when
it.
you say it's not a business, I'm trying to understand not a business cost. That
So
means
from what you have explained, wealth is freedom to build life on your own terms. So if somebody is telling you that they don't see how this will work in their business, it's because how do I explain it? To a business person, what do they want? They're looking for how to increase their revenue or reduce their costs or grow their team. Or what do businesses want? Yeah, it's basically one of the three things. It's either about increasing their revenue or reducing their costs. Are you helping business owners do any of all these things?
of course not in those specific terms, but those are the effects of eventual effects of what they learn from me.
Okay. So when they learn these things, they can go to their business, they can use the things they're learning from your course to grow their business, to increase their wealth, increase their revenue, and reduce their costs.
Yes, it's something that they can do.
Okay. So, but you have not yet adequately explained it to me, how you're going to do that for me, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm sure that that's what this girl is also saying. I'm not sure how this will work for my type of business. I don't see how a course on lasting wealth, a step-by-step framework to having lasting wealth and freedom in my business without struggling is going to help my business to grow. So it's something you might want to think about. Sorry that I'm going to juggle your boats, but you still have some clarity issues around that. Personally, if I see a course on lasting wealth, I think that it has to do with my personal finances. My personal finances have nothing to do with my business finances. Okay. So I imagine that the business you're talking about, they have a business account and they have a personal account. If I'm going to a wealth advice, and I'm just talking to you from not as a coach, but from point of view as an entrepreneur who has a wealth plan, or do you understand what I'm saying? My wealth plan is different from my business. There are things I do with my own money. If I want to build wealth, how I put it, it is me. I'm not explaining to you, but I'm not going to be building wealth with my business revenue. My business revenue runs the business. Why me, my own personal money is what I now use to build wealth. Okay. Now, if you tell me that, oh, my business can fund my personal wealth, okay, I would like to learn how that can happen. But when I'm thinking about wealth, I as a person, I'm a different entity from my business. So to me, it's not clear how this will help my business to grow. So it's not clear. At least you can just take this feedback. It's not clear. And if you're telling people that you're going to show them how to help their businesses grow, but teaching them how to build wealth in their business, they may not understand. For me, I don't understand how this will happen. And what this girl is telling you is, she's not so sure on how it will work for her people. And you haven't. I'm giving you an opportunity to explain it to me.
Can I ask you a question? Maybe just to also help me with the clarity. Can I ask you a question? As a business owner, what's the goal of you building a business?
The reason I built a business was for me to help people. One. Number two was for me to have a flexible lifestyle. Number three, and was for me to earn a source of income.
Okay, so you're saying that you at no point in building a business was your intention for building that business ever to create wealth.
So to create wealth. When I started the business, I wasn't seeing the business as a tool to tool, which is why I'm also asking you, what does wealth mean? So for me, wealth is that if I decide to stop working today, I would have money and I'll be able to take care of myself if I decide to stop working today. That's wealth for me. And so building the structures for that to happen, that's wealth for me. And so if when I started the business initially, I wasn't thinking about that. But now that I'm now midway into the business, those are some of the things that I'm thinking about. But it's not, how do I put it? The way I'm thinking about it is not that it's still my personal income, investing it in things so that it will give me passive income, such that if I decide to stop working, my investments will be earning me money. That's how I think about wealth.
Okay, because now the way that I don't know why it looks like there's no clarity, but the clients that I have dealt with, or rather my clients, maybe I should start by explaining who my ideal client is that they also they started a business. Basically, most times the people I deal with are people who run businesses. They started a business, but when they started that business, of course, the intention was not that. Maybe the primary intention was, okay, they wanted to make money. They were passionate about what they were doing. There was no intention at all that this business could serve as a tool for building wealth, lasting wealth. So along the line, they get stuck. They're working hard. They're applying a lot of strategies, a lot of techniques, and it's not working. Now, where I come in is where I then begin to let them understand that the reason all of this is happening is because your intention for building this business was never for you to have wealth. In this case now, wealth meaning, of course, the ability to build a business that still gives you freedom to have a life, and then, of course, make money in the process, and definitely invest that money for more money. That's where the business part comes in. When I talk about wealth, I don't talk about personal finances. That's not my unique specific method of building wealth. It's not a personal finance. That's not where I lead from. Of course, eventually my conversations get there, but that's not where I start my discussion of wealth or how I teach about wealth from.
Okay. But I want you to know that this is still not clear.
Okay.
I heard you, understand what you're saying, but it's still not clear. I don't know if other people in the group can weigh in. If an entrepreneur, so you're saying that many entrepreneurs started the business without thinking about how the business can create wealth. And what you now do for them is to show them how the business can create wealth for them.
Yes, in simple terms, yes.
You show them how the business can be used as a tool to create wealth. Can you give me an example of somebody who has done this?
It means a client?
Anybody. Example of anybody who has used their business as a tool to create wealth. Not necessarily a client, anybody.
Okay. Just to make it clear, I'll use a client. I had a client that took my course. That was last year. also. And the last year, yes. When he came to me, he said his major problem, of course, he said he saw me on Instagram, and he listened to a lot of things I was teaching. At that time, this was where he was in his business. Of course, he had a business, he had people working for him, he had employees, and they were making money. However, there was a lot of as he was struggling a lot, as he was putting in the returns he was seeing in this business was not measuring up to the amount of effort that was going into the business. And he had exhausted all the options in terms of the strategies he could deploy. But after taking the course and going through the lessons, he then began to see where the loopholes or the things that he did not have in place as regards building the business. And the feedback he gave me was after taking the course and implementing all the framework, as it were, he made a lot of changes in the business. Of course, he improved his relationship with his employees. That's it. But majorly, what he did was, using the things I taught, he applied them to himself and then to the business. And the outcome he saw was the revenue that they were having. Of course, it doubled, but he then realized that he was working less. He didn't have to work as much. He could stay away from work, and still the business will run as it's supposed to, and even do more in his absence.
Okay. I think I understand what's happening. Chisom, let's look at definition of wealth. An abundance of valuable possessions or money, a plentiful supply of a particular desirable thing. So when you use the word wealth, what people imagine is that I'm going to have a lot of money that is plentiful and is abundance. That's wealth. That's what wealth means. I'm going to have an abundance of money, plentiful. Okay. And in the way we've been taught about wealth, a lot of us look at, when we think about wealth, we say, okay, how can I have an abundance of money, plentiful money? But from what I am hearing, from what you are saying that your clients worked with you, and the result that they got is that their revenue doubled. Do you see the difference between revenue doubling and wealth? Do you see the difference? Can you see it? To a business owner, the metric that matters to them is revenue. To an individual, the metrics that matter to them can be wealth. So if you say that you want to help business owners, then you have to use the words that business owners are using. Otherwise, even though you know what you want to say and it's making sense to you, it might not be clear to the business owner because they're not understanding what you're saying. So if I'm going to take you back a bit, when you did the phase one, what was the result that you're working with? What results are you working with? In the first exercise, what was the result?
The first exercise, which exercise, please?
Result Explorer.
That's the old CLD.
New CLD, the one you're taking. What was the result? What's the result you are working with? What is the result you want to have your clients to achieve?
You mean the promise of my course? Sorry, I wrote that down the way it was in the course. So I just want to be sure what you're asking.
The result, this is the lesson, the results explorer. When you did this exercise, what results are you working with? This exercise that we did, where I was asking you business achievements,
Okay.
career achievements, what's the results?
The result I was working with is the business achievement result.
What is it?
The fact that personally I've run a successful company using the principles of lasting wealth that I teach.
So please, if you really want to help people, if you really want to help people, you have to, how do I put it? Put your own things in one place and focus on people you want to help. So if we can have a conversation without saying wealth, I want to get to the basics of what you are really doing, because what's happening is that you're not really communicating, and you think you're communicating because you know what you're saying, but people don't understand what you're saying. So I'm trying to break it down in simple English so that all of us can understand it. So just tell me what was the achievement? What was the achievement? You want a successful company?
Okay. I run a successful company using the principles that I teach, and with that I was able to of course generate over 6 figures, and also be able to have freedom to work when I please. And you said I shouldn't use the word wealth at all.
Yeah, you say it. I will just, I'm writing now. Oh yeah, work when you please and what?
And have wealth.
And build wealth. Okay, so when you say build wealth, what does that mean? Because you already said that the business was able to generate six figures. Then when you say build wealth, what does that mean? Build personal wealth.
Well, yeah, personal wealth, business wealth, both of them.
Okay, so the result is that you run a successful company using the principles you teach. You run a successful company that generated 6 figures. That's the result. Now, the next question is, when you were going down to, let's talk about the title. What was your very specific method? What was your very specific method? Are you there? I don't think it was here. Maybe promise.
Sorry, okay, can you hear me?
Are you there?
Sorry, I was.
Chisholm, are you there? Can you hear me? I can hear you now. What was your very specific method?
I was saying that let me say the way I wrote it here. Even though you said I shouldn't use wealth, but let me just say the way I wrote it, then I can always adjust. The way I put it, I said using the principles of lasting wealth to build a thriving business without stress.
Okay, so let's come to this. So the broad result is that your business generated 6 figures. What's the specific method you used to get that?
The specific method I used to get that was that I applied I applied principles of, okay, let me change it now. I applied spiritual principles and mind transformation to build a profitable business.
Spiritual principles and mindset transformation. Okay. So next come down. What's the very specific method you used? Drill it down a bit.
Very specific methods. Still, principles of lasting wealth to build a profitable business.
Let me give you some examples so that maybe it's gonna be easier for you.
Okay.
So an achievement can be that I started a business. But when you start a business, there are different kinds of business you can start: manufacturing, e-commerce, fashion. So let's say you picked e-commerce, you drill it down again to Shopify store. I started a Shopify store type of business. Okay. Another one can be growing a business. I grew my business to maybe 6 figures. What will you say was responsible for helping you grow that business to 6 figures? You can say structure, accounting, partnerships. All right. Then on that structure, I'll ask you, what exactly were you really strong at that really helped you? You can say it's hiring people. If it's accounting, you can say, oh, I really excelled in financial statement. With partnership, you can say, oh, I was able to renegotiate deals. Okay, so now this is similar to you. You grew a business to 6 figures. What will you say was responsible for that growth?
Applying those principles I talked about. That's what I used.
Fantastic. The spiritual principles. Okay. Now, next question is, in that spiritual principles, is there a particular one that was a game changer?
The principle of creation.
Principle of creation.
Mm-hmm.
What did you create?
Is there a particular one of the principles that I used?
Yes, that you say that, oh, it was a big game changer for you. What did you create?
Okay, let me put it this way. Learning how to create, understanding how to create.
I'm asking you to give me a practical example. What did you create?
I created 6 figures.
No, Chisom, that's the result. Late for me is, how did you achieve that 6 figures? If you tell me, Stephanie, how did you achieve the 6 figures? I'll tell you that I launched an online course, and then I marketed the online course a particular way. That's how I got 6 figures. Do you understand? I can explain my process to you in one word or in a series of words. I'm asking you to explain, how did you achieve the 6 figures? So if you cannot explain it, you can't market it. Marketing is communication. So you can't explain it, you can't market it. So you're selling a result. You're like, hey, I want to help you to build wealth. People are going to ask you how. How? They want to know the how. So that's what I'm asking you to do, because you haven't yet articulated how I put it. If you don't tell me, if you don't tell me you want to take me on a particular journey, if you can't articulate to me how I'm going to get there, I won't follow you. I won't follow you. The only way I'll follow you is if you hold me, if you bind me like this and you drag me there. But in these people you're talking to, you're going to be marketing to, they want to see how you're going to do it. They want to trust that you can lead them on a journey. They want to know that you have a framework that can guide them on where they should go. So I've been asking you different questions, but I'm trying to get you to articulate how you got that result.
Okay. Okay, I designed a wealth plan. That
Design the work plan. Oh, tell me about this work plan. Tell me about it.
okay. The first thing I did was I had to. If I say this one, it looks like it's not tangible. Okay, I had to first of all understand the vision of what I wanted, know what I wanted. I had to create that. Then
I'm listening. So first of all, you articulated what you wanted. Then what's
okay.
going Tell me about the people that you spoke to. You said that this person that was your client before, he had a business, had
Yeah.
people working for him, he was
Mhm.
struggling a lot. The returns he was making was not enough. After taking your course, he then began to see the loopholes regarding the business. What did you do for him to see the loopholes in his business?
Okay, one of the things, let me use his words. He's one of my ideal clients. He said that one of the things I was able to do for him was to show him how the invisible principles actually control the physical aspects of his business. Those were his words. He says I helped him to see that the invisible controls the visible. And when he
Okay,
understood
so
that, he went back to his business and yeah, that's what he said.
okay, so what did you teach him?
What I taught him was, okay, in this case now, maybe I should talk about what's inside the course. I taught him, number one, I taught them about my course is divided into, I can talk about that, right? Okay. The first thing I taught him was how their the history they've had up to this point is affecting their business decisions. That's their culture. Meaning that if you're not raised in a culture of wealth per se, the business decisions you make will not be aligned towards you having the kind of money or wealth or abundance that you desire. That's the first thing that I teach them. And then that's talking about their history and their past. Then I then go into talking about the vision that most their businesses are not built on a foundation, on a vision. Most times it's always an intention of, okay, I want to make money, but there's no vision that emanates from who they are, which is the foundation upon which their businesses should be built. And as a result of that, the decisions they are making in business is not getting the kind of results they want to see in terms of revenue and of course having the liberty to and even how they interact with their employees. And then when I've gone through that, teaching them about vision and then how to grab vision, then the third thing is I then show them the principle of creation. And creation is not from, okay, I want to create, not in the way that we know creation to be as to, okay, I want to make something. Just creation from the spiritual principles of creation. How to create things in the intangible, even before you see it physically, as it were. Then show them how whatever is happening in their business is because they created it. So it's time for you to create something different. Then the last part is where I then teach them the techniques of wealth, which now involves the money they're making, what to do with it and where to put it and how to direct their business revenue towards multiplication. That's just it in a nutshell.
What tool do you use to teach them how to direct their business revenue? What tool?
What tool? Investment, or is that what you mean?
I'm asking you, what exactly do you use to multiply their money?
I teach them the various levels of investment. I don't tell them what particular investment to do. I just teach them investments as a whole, and then let them know that this is how you're supposed to be investing. The various, of course, asset classes, as it were, asset classes that exist, and how your money is supposed to be directed to each one per time.
All right. So is it the investment that helped you to grow your business?
It wasn't the major thing. No, it wasn't.
What was the major thing?
The first three things I even mentioned before talking about investments were the key things that, because even apart from me personally, even my own clients, even after taking the course, the investment parts, these are things that they probably have tried before, they've done before. That's not where they reported as the major thing that got them the results, as it were. It was the other parts. Sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said.
What got them the results?
Okay, Steph, I think, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but maybe the major challenge I'm facing here is that the things I teach are not I don't know how to put this, honestly. It's not the what got them the result was what I just explained to you. When they went back and began to, okay, first they had to rewrite the entire vision of their business. Then they had to then apply the principles of creation that I taught them, and their personal culture, they had to now go back and revisit it again. So making all of those changes, as it were, as intangible as they were, that's what brought about the effect that they saw in their business.
I know, I understand it. But what I'm saying is that even if you're teaching something that's intangible, you have to be able to describe what it is.
Okay.
So if you can't tell us what it is, how will anybody, as in, do you understand? If you can't tell me, imagine that you came to this course now, and you don't know that you're going to launch online course here. I just tell you that, oh, I'm going to teach you some amazing strategies on how to build wealth. Oh, come, I'm going to teach you some amazing strategies. Will you answer me? Will you answer me? Talk now. Will you answer me?
If that's what I'm looking for. But
what I'm trying to get you to do is to articulate what exactly it is that the journey you're taking people on. And what I'm hearing is that you help people to get clear on their vision and to work towards their vision. That's what I'm hearing. The word that you have used over and over again is vision. So, food for thought, I think we can think about that. So I'll come back to you. The next one is, I'm afraid I don't have the confidence to follow through and actually build wealth in my business. Somebody says, I'm afraid I don't have the confidence to follow through and actually build wealth in my business. So I don't have the confidence to follow through and build wealth in my business. What she's saying is that she does not have confidence to make money in her business. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, she was saying that she doesn't of course, when she was explaining it to me, that to be sincere, that one of her problems is that she's afraid, and she finds out that she does not have confidence. She's afraid of, okay, what if eventually I actually start learning these things and making money and building wealth, my business is growing, like there's still that fear holding her back. Those were the words she used.
Okay, so if you're going to coach this kind of person, what else will you create for her?
I'll teach her how to build confidence.
Okay. So you can create a bonus called confidence builder.
Okay.
I don't know, something like that. But the title of the bonus will be how to build confidence. Okay. But I think that we still have that challenge of the challenge is that the transformation that you're taking people on is not clear. The transformation you're taking people on is not clear. And we can see a course that says Lasting Wealth Master Plan. I want to know about investments and how you're going to teach me how to use the investments to create a lot more money for me. If I come and take your online course titled Lasting Wealth Master Plan, and what I'm hearing in the course is how to build a vision, I'm going to be very upset because I will feel like I have been misled. I'll feel like I've been misled because I'm learning about vision and culture, like the past. I'm learning about the past and vision and creation in a wealth masterclass. Let's Google wealth masterclass. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask a question.
Yes.
Where is there a space for teaching people how to use their business as a tool for building lasting wealth? Their business is the tool, not investment. Your business that they're building is the tool that they're using to build the wealth.
So right now, I personally am not sleeping and waking up and saying, hey, how can I use my business to build wealth? It's not something that I've done or I'm thinking about. So you now have to create the awareness for it and explain and talk about, say, hey, you can use your business to create wealth. Now, for you to do that, you have to first of all teach people what that even means, because I'm not sure I know what that means. Because if you told me that I can use a business to build wealth, what I immediately think about is that I can build a business, I can sell it off like Paystack and get $200 million. How much did they say that? $200 million after 5 years or 6 years of running the business. That's what I can picture. So if it is here, you'll be like, use your business to build wealth, and then the specific method would be selling the business after 5 years. And so here you teach me how to position my business to sell, how to position my business so it can sell after 5 years. That's where, I'm going. But then again, I'm uneducated with regards to what you want to teach. I don't know anything about it. And so if I don't know anything about it, you can be sure that I'm not paying for the online course because I don't know it. It's not a need I'm looking for. It's not something that I need, that I'm looking for a solution to. Remember that an online course is a solution to a problem. So in a lot of ways, when we're doing the copy bank, we're listening to hear the problems people have so that we could craft out a solution for them. So what you're saying really is that you're trying to solve a problem that people don't have already. Like, because people are not saying how can I use my business to build long-lasting wealth. So for you to do that is a new genre you want to create. And so you have to do the awareness for it and explain it very well for us. Because I'm struggling to understand it because I don't know it. Struggling to understand it. And that's the real issue that I see in your course, is that the transformation people are going to go on is not yet clear to me. It's not yet clear. The transformation that are going to go on is not yet clear. When I finish taking your course, what am I supposed to see? What am I supposed to see? Well, if you not even see, what am I supposed to experience after I finish taking your course? You said a step-by-step framework for having lasting wealth and freedom in my business. So after I take your course, I'm going to have lasting wealth and freedom. Chisom?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have lasting wealth and freedom after taking your course. It's so broad. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's too broad. This thing you are doing, it's like me marketing CLD and saying a step-by-step framework to making plenty money in 90 days. That's what you are saying. If I market CLD like that, it's unbelievable. Like, it's not believable. People will not believe me. People will not believe me. So when I say a step-by-step guide to creating and selling your course in 90 days, okay, of course you're going to make money, but at least now I know how I'm going to make the money by creating and selling an online course. So I feel like your course is not specific enough for people to understand what you are really doing. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. So we can come back. We can come back to it. I'd like to there's another question. Question 2. Education is a progressive.
That was a mistake. I don't know why they included it. It was something from my email. It's not a question. It's just they probably copied it from my email.
Okay. I would like some feedback on my mock-up title and 4-step framework. What's your 4-step framework?
It's just what I've just explained to you when you were asking me
What's the
questions.
first step? What's the first step?
The first step is to reform.
Reform.
Yes.
Second step.
Uncover.
Uncover. Third step.
Create.
Create. Number 4.
And then design.
Design. This feedback is quite tough, Jason. It's quite tough. But the transformation is not yet clear. It's not clear. It's not clear. I don't see how if somebody they've made changes, has a business, and I'm trying to piece it together. Like, what would this course really do for me? What would the course really do? But I can't because I'm struggling. And even this last part about investments, you can't just give people a bunch of investment ideas. You have to give them one investment idea that they will follow through on. But from what you have explained to me, this course is not even really about the investments. The course is really about changing their mindset. First of all, you are reforming their mindset about you're showing, bringing to their awareness that if you grew up in a particular environment, you're going to be, your mindset is currently shaped by that environment. And so it might affect you. It might affect the decisions that you make. So that's a mindset thing. The second thing is that you're now getting them to dream and see a new vision and set a new vision for themselves. Okay? So that's visioning. That again, it's not still mindset. No, it's not mindset. It's vision. It's a different thing. The third one is creating, how to create things. I'm guessing how to create things with affirmations. The fourth thing is techniques on how to make their money multiply. For me, it's not working. No, it's not working. I'm not sure of the transformation, and I'm not even sure of the journey you're taking people on. I'm struggling with it. I don't know if anybody in the group wants to help, but I'm struggling with it. Chisom. Let's move. We'll come back. Dobra says, I would like to relaunch my course this month. What should I do? And how do I position my course to always have students enrolling for it instead of only when I launch? Okay, Dobra. Hello, Dobra. Dobra.
Hello, Steph. Hello, Steph. Yeah, I'm here.
Which course do you want to relaunch?
It's the one. I've not created the other one now.
Calm down, Dobra. Calm down. From last time, you had, what we saw was that you had 2 online course ideas.
Yes.
You have the healthy food one and which course do you want to? Which you say I would like to relaunch my course. Which of the courses?
Okay, the healthy food one. So from last time, what the clarity that now came was we have the side business one, then we have the healthy food one, meaning that the one that I pre-sold is actually the healthy food one, but with a wrong name.
Yes.
So the name now is Start and Grow Your Profitable Healthy Food Business.
Okay.
Yes, so that's the one I want to relaunch.
That's the name. What's your subtitle? If that's the name. What's your subtitle? That name is too.
Step-by-step lessons in making healthy meals and earning money daily. And any money daily. Yeah. Hello.
I'm here. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm worried about the title. It feels so long. Start and grow a profitable, healthy food business. How many words? So your very specific method is food business, healthy food business.
Healthy food business, yes.
Okay, healthy food business. Healthy food business. And the person you are trying to help has not started before, Abby?
No, has not started before. So they are it's the same structure that other one had. Everything, just the name I changed. They are starting from scratch. I'm teaching them how to start the business, giving them the skill of the business, positioning of the business, branding, packaging, how to start the business itself.
Let's call it start your healthy food business. Start and grow a profitable healthy food business is a mouthful.
Long, yeah. Start your. Hello, Steph.
Healthy food business.
Start your.
I'm here. Start your healthy food business. Oh yeah, tell me the subtitle.
Am I forgetting this? Step by step lessons. Step by step lessons. Step by step lessons in making healthy meals and earning money daily. Where is it though?
Come in. Let's look at subtitle. Start and grow your Shopify store. Start and grow. How to build. What about how to start and grow a profitable healthy food business?
As the subtitle.
Yes.
How to start and grow your profitable healthy food business.
Yes, okay. A profitable. Oh, wait. How to start and grow a profitable healthy food business that earns money daily.
Wait, where's my listing? Let me look for WhatsApp. I want to look for somewhere and just record my voice as you're saying it, because I'm not writing. Let me look for another of my number that I can just send this voice note to, so I can remember what you said. Okay, let me send it to my husband. Okay, so you said, Stephanie said,
how
why
to
is smiling
and grow. How to start.
When she said my husband.
The title.
Hey, that's the one I was saying, so that I will know that I'm not mad now.
All right. The title is Start Your Healthy Food Business. The subtitle is How to Start and Grow a Profitable Healthy Food Business that Earns Money Daily.
The title is Start Your Healthy Food Business. Title is Start Your Health. What is wrong with this WhatsApp? Let me see problem. I really cheap. Please push your frame. Pico.
Okay. So you've gotten that, eh?
I haven't though. My two hands are full. I'm thinking where to. Can somebody just type it for me in the chat box? Let me copy it, please.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now with regards to, so this is the course you want to relaunch?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. What should I do, and how do I position my course to always have students enrolling for it instead of only when I launch it? So to relaunch this course, we're going to have to first of all grow your email list, and then you will then launch to that email list. Instead of saying I want to relaunch my course this month, I would suggest that you focus on growing your email list this month.
Okay.
And then you will then, so that when you now launch it again, you will have people to launch to. But before you launch, one of the things I would like to recommend is that you ask that lady that paid for your course, have a one-on-one session with her and ask her more and more of those questions, that copy bank question, so that you really, really understand her. In your next, as you grow your email list, you're going to try to grow your email list with people like her. You want people like her to join your email list. Now, let me tell you the secret of email list. It's not really about the number, it's about the quality.
Okay.
It's not really about the number, it's about the quality. So if you have a lot of quality people in your email list, even if they're not up to 1,000, even if it's 500, and if they're quality people, more of them will pay for your course. If you now just gather bobo everybody, let the list just be big, and they are not the kind of people who want to pay for your course, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they will not sign up. So in a lot of ways, the way you get people to join your email list is very important. The messaging that you use, you want to attract more and more everybody in your email list will sign up for your course, but you want to know a bigger percentage to sign up for your course.
Yeah.
And the way you do it is by speaking specifically to your ideal client. Specifically, like, look, your messaging should be polarizing. People should not like you, and that's fine. People that don't like you, they are not your ideal clients. So you don't talk to them like people reach out to me and say, "Oh, Stephanie, don't you have something that is more affordable?" So I don't even answer them because I'm not
Steph,
ideal
clients. I learned something from the lady. I learned
So,
something from her that I feel that's how I want to couch. That's how I want to address my ideal client. You know that when we got to this point, I was now confused on who my ideal client is, because at first it was positioned for it was positioned as a side business, but right now it's no longer a side business. It's a full business that somebody can do. What things I learned from her was she has taken this thing I want to teach her. She has, according to her, the very, very best in Lagos. She has paid for their courses and learned how to make these things. But she didn't have the confidence that she could do a business with it. But that when she sees my posts and she sees how fast I could scale up my business in 1 year, she just felt that I'm the right person that can teach her what to do. So she was like, your mouth is sweet and you are not just about the skill. You are teaching the business. That is what I want. So for me, what it now told me is that anybody can have the skill. What they don't know is how to make it a profitable business.
yes.
So that's what I learned from her.
Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. So now you now know that you're speaking to people who want to run a business. And so your language and your messaging has to change. You're no longer going to be talking about, now let me ask a question. Why does she want to have a business?
She's a banker. She wants it to be a full this for her to resign from. That's why she wants to have it.
Fantastic. Now, do you know how I explain this? Now, the mindset of somebody who wants to be able to move away from 9 to 5 to going to run a business sometime is different from somebody who is saying, oh, I'm only just looking for 100K extra or 200K extra. Their mindset is completely different. So your messaging really, really has to change, because for a long time, you have been speaking to women who don't have money, or their money finishes quickly, and they want to, they need to start another business so that they can augment their income. This woman is not like that. This woman, she has money, she has savings, she's tired of her job, she wants a different life. But before she can jump out of it, she needs to be sure that the business can make her money. That two different people.
Yes.
They're two different people. So in a lot of this thing, it might be difficult, because sometimes, you are used to speaking to one type of woman, but now you now have to start speaking to this other type of woman, and she's there following you, but because you are not yet speaking to her, she can't engage. You understand? She can't engage.
Yeah.
So she now, what they want to be seeing from you is content on how to run a profitable business. So not just content about, hey, not just content about, hey, do you have a side hustle? Is now content about how do you run this as a business. So what I want you have to go back and come up with new topics. What can you talk about to show that you are a serious businessman? Because what you may not have realized is that you have grown. There was a time when you were a side. There's a time when you were a side hustler.
Steph, you're mixing it. Steph, you're mixing it.
I'm mixing it.
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
This woman, she's on the healthy food page. She's not on the side business page. The woman I'm selling this healthy food into. I'm not going to, I will stop mentioning side business on the healthy food page. So this page is purely if you want to start a business, an healthy food business, where you're launching a proper business, it grows as a business. That's the woman I'm speaking to. Why these other side business people are still there? Those are the end daily beyond your paycheck people.
Fantastic. So this work, I'm sure that you can do it, but you have to segment your brain, because when you are speaking to the healthy food woman, your messaging is very different. When you're speaking to the side hustle woman, your message is very different.
Yeah, it has even affected me. If you notice, I've not even been showing up online on that side hustle because I don't even know how to now turn my body, because I just noticed that this other healthy food woman, she's a different woman entirely.
Yes. She's a different woman. So the more you speak to attract her, and what I would recommend is that for this new start your healthy food business, if you can do the copy bank exercise again on that Greenwood, but this time change your messaging.
Yes. I intend to go back and do it. What I'm doing is what I discovered, I x-rayed the business. So I checked my welcome letter, all those things. I knew that my voice has to change. All those things. But I decided that since this lady bought the course, I looked at the course content and discovered that the course content was created for this healthy food woman. So that's why I now went ahead to prepare it. While I will now go back to scratch in wanting to relaunch it, I'll go back to copy bank. I'll just go back so that I can talk to the woman afresh. Even for the side business, I'll have to go back from scratch again, because I'm not teaching a healthy food business as a side business again. So I have to start afresh again.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is just creating the content for phase one. What I'm almost done with phase one for the healthy food. I only informed her that when she's starting the course, she would not see like end daily beyond your paycheck as the this thing. That we're starting on the 9th. That's next week Sunday. But the course content, and as I'm creating it now, my messaging is different. I'm speaking to this woman. But in relaunching it, I would have to go and start again. That's why I asked on what to do. Then also, I was telling you about that the masterclass, I found it tiring and very long. And you said I could pre-record. So I was like, okay, what do I do? Can I just pre-record and follow the same process of YouTube and this thing? People ask, what do I do then?
Yeah. So how do I put it? This part we're talking about is still too far. So that's why, because I feel like there's still some work you still need to do, such as you still need to go back and repackage your courses again, the two of them. Go back and do some research so that you understand you understand the needs of your clients and start using those instead. I would recommend that you just go through the entire program again, to see the things that you may have missed out on. So for instance, you missed out on things like payment plans. Some small things that you missed out on, just go back and check on it again. For the webinar, I would like to encourage you to still do it live. I know you say that you are tired and it's long, but it's just one day. I would like to encourage you to still do it live, okay, before you go record.
Okay. I'm not doing it now. So by that time, I would have built enough for me.
Yes, that's how you have, yeah.
That your response is very far from okay. It is like, Asha, I've heard you.
I just thought about it that, it's not something I'm facing now. So by that time, another thing is gotten more clarity.
All right.
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you now. Let me just quickly introduce Ayo. Ayo, welcome to the CLD tribe. I don't know, Ayo, this is your first call, Abi. Welcome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm a bit
Welcome, Ayo.
distracted. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Whose voice is that? Some other person is speaking. Who was speaking? I can hear somebody's voice. I cannot.
Me.
Who is me?
I will not say my name so that you become.
The voice I can't pick. All right. Anyways, we're coming to you. But welcome. So yes. So what should I? So that's what I would recommend that you do. Go back to phase 1. Let's walk through it first, and in the meantime, you then start building your email list. We're going to give you the access to that training, and then we'll then launch. Okay.
Stephanie, that's number 2. Is that the answer for number 2?
That's number 1A. The answer for number 2, what should I do and how do I position my course to always have students enrolling for it instead of only when I launch? Now, to have students enrolling for your course month after month or day after day, all year round, you need an evergreen funnel. Now, this evergreen funnel, we teach it in a different program. So it's like the accelerator version of CLD.
Elder brother of CLD.
The elder brother. So if you want to go that, we can talk about that, about joining that program later. But it's not within the CLD phase 1 program. It's the CLD beginner phase 1. It's not within this program, because before you can move there, you must have first of all clarified your course, clarified your message, be sure that this course is willing to sell. And when I now start running traffic to my funnel, I'm sure it will sell. Okay, so to sell every day, what it really means is that, can you hear me?
Number 2.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. To sell every day, you need a constant flow of traffic. You need a constant flow of traffic. You need an evergreen funnel that when people join the funnel, it converts them, and then you need to now sell the course. So before we can get into all of that, it's always best for the course to be okay, the message to be on point, so that when we're now accelerating your growth, we're not going to be worrying about certain things because certain things have already been done. So in your case, if you want to, by the time you finish this online course part and you're good to go, if you then want to move to evergreen, joining the next program. The next question is, can I have guidance on how to create a freebie so that I can use it to increase my email list as I launch my course? Of course, definitely. We're going to give you access to that bonus. It's a bonus that you have in this program. So you're going to get it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, Chisom, I did not realize that people were chatting in the chat section. I wonder why nobody was chipping in, but I wasn't looking at the chat section. So I've seen some more comments. Let's read them. Princess says, Wealth is having plenty money for